Hello guys, my name is Eugene. Today we have a video about a phone that is not quite budget yet, but I also cannot call it very expensive. This is something in between, but really good quality. Welcome, Redmi Note 9 Pro Global version. I have already switched to this smartphone and now use it as my main and only phone, as my daily driver. I switched from SAMSUNga A51, but before Samsung I used Redmi Note 8 Pro for half of a year. Therefore I have something to tell you. My subscribers on my other channel ask lots of questions about this phone. I will answer many of them in this video, and I will try to answer those that I will not answer in this video in my next videos. It's just that they are quite voluminous topics. As you can see, my Redmi Note 9 Pro is in green color. I call it the color of a green bottle fly, and I want to tell you that I bought this color for reviews in just one reason, because the black and white colors are boring, but such interesting one, green, look more attractive on camera. But for my daily usage, if I didn't switch to new smartphones so often, I would take white for everyday use, because it seems to me that it is more practical. Green and black are fingerprint magnets. White is much better in this case, but here of course a matter of taste. And yet, as you may have noticed, the green phone is slightly different from white and black. It does not have a flash pad next to the cameras. What we have in the box. Everything as usual with Xiaomi is rather simple, but it only seems so at first glance, because here guys we have a 30-watt charger, and yes, not a single Redmi has ever been charged so quickly. You asked for a test, I checked. In the first 10 minutes 23%, half an hour 60, 45 minutes 83, 60 minutes 94, and 70 minutes 100%. Charged up to 100% almost in 1 hour. It's cool. Immediately after unpacking, when I took the phone in my hand, I realized that this is a huge device. It's even bigger than Redmi Note 8 Pro, although it was not small. And besides, 9 Pro is still thick enough, almost 9mm, and the reason for this is the huge 1520 mAh battery. This is really a lot. With the case, the phone becomes even more thicker, and I want to note that the case covers the cameras as well as slightly protrudes above the screen. Phone is protected in both ways with this case. By the way, here's the specifications for the smartphone. 6.7 inches IPS Full HD screen, Gorilla Glass 5 both front and back covered. The side edge is made of plastic, but it's really hard to understand that it is plastic. And as for me, the Redmi Note 9 Pro looks really expensive. At the top we have a microphone and IR blaster. Not far from the top edge, the earpiece has a very dim LED indicator. You asked me to show how it blinks? Look, it didn't impress me, maybe it will impress you. There's a SIM card tray on the right. You can insert 2 SIM cards and a micro SD. On the left side is the volume rocker and the power button combined with the fingerprint scanner. I have no questions about the speed of the fingerprint scanner. You see everything by yourself. I think you will also have no questions. At the bottom, 3.5mm jack, USB-C, another microphone and speaker. The screen has a cutout for the camera. I cannot call this elegant. Here's a comparison of the same camera on Samsung A51. Agree that it looks better on Samsung. In addition, the backlight is not equal at the bottom of the screen and around this punch hole, especially when the background is white. By the way, I didn't tell you that the screen was covered with the screen protector right out of the box, but you asked me to check if there is an allophonic coating, and I did. I checked it. I took off screen protector, and I can tell you that there is an allophonic coating, and this is good because the competitor Realme 6 has no allophonic coating under the screen protector. And by the way, guys, I forgot to tell you that this phone has upgraded vibration motor. It's really almost flagship. If you think that all this is nonsense, yes, maybe for you it is nonsense. For me it is not, and before saying it, I would advise you to try it on yourself once, and then you will understand everything. Vibro really feels differently. Okay, software. MIUI 11 Global, Android 10. Immediately after launch, it seemed to me that the animation was slightly slow, so I accelerated it through the menu for developers. Everywhere set the speed to 0.5. I always do this in all my smartphones. Guys, the phone is very fast. I officially say that it is faster than Samsung A51. It's definitely faster. On Samsung, I also changed the animation to 0.5, and the result on Xiaomi is better. I haven't seen any advertisement in this smartphone yet, but after the first launch, a lot of all the trashy apps were installed, so of course I deleted and uninstalled all these games and other crap. I installed Call of Duty. In the settings, graphics can be set to very high. I played it a little, and as expected, everything goes without any problems. but the smartphone heats up during the game even after 10 minutes of gaming. You asked if there is NFC in this smartphone. Yes guys, there is. On all global versions NFC can be found. I already tried it and paid for goods in store. Everything works perfectly. On Indian versions of Redmi Note 9 Pro there is no NFC. By the way guys, I even made some screenshot for you on the use of the battery. Once I got 6 hours of the on-screen time, another time 8 hours. It's too early to make any conclusions, but the result is 6 and 8. The cameras. There are 4 cameras on the back and 1 on the front. Here's the information about the cameras that I installed on my phone. The main cam is 64 megapixels with an aperture f1.9, ultra-wide 8 megapixels, and it seems to me that it is not enough for the megapixels, and the pictures that we get from this wide-angle cam are not too good. I would say the same as on Redmi Note 8 Pro. There's also a 5 megapixels macro lens with autofocus and an additional 2 megapixels that is used as additional camera for portrait shots. Front cam has 16 MP. Here are examples of photo that I managed to do. I would also like to show you some examples compared to the Redmi Note 8 Pro. I specifically showing you night photos so that everything becomes clear. And according to these first pictures, in any case, it seemed to me that camera of Note 9 Pro has not run forward anywhere from 8 Pro. It's about the same level. Wide angle camera, there is no difference at all. Of course, it's too early to make any conclusions, but so far I really like this phone, despite one very important point, and this point is size. I don't like the fact that smartphones are becoming bigger and bigger every year. Well, who said that everyone needs these huge screens? For example, for me, 6 inches is enough. I don't know guys, maybe you like these huge screens. Although again, this is all very individual. Please leave a comment below what screen do you prefer. Less than 6 inches or more than 6. But the rest so far, this smartphone is worth the money and feels like a mini flagship. Moreover, it can now be bought for $216. This is a very decent price. I will continue to use it as my main phone and on daily basis, and will make a few more videos with it. I hope you enjoyed the video and it was useful for you. My name is Eugene. If you didn't know, subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet, and have a nice day. Всем добра!